To anybody that clicks on this video, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope your day gets better, and I hope tomorrow is better than today. In today's video, I plan on talking a little bit about social isolation and how it's affected me, as I'm sure many people can relate to in the past 5 years or so. And I want to preface this video by saying anything that I've talked about in previous videos, anything that I talk about in this video, and anything that I may talk about in future videos, I don't talk about this stuff for sympathy or for pity, guys. I just hope to maybe inspire people and just provide videos that maybe people can relate to and know that they're not alone dealing with these issues. So for me, the social isolation did kind of coincide with what happened about 5 or so years ago. I don't know if I can say the word, guys. I know I'm not monetized, but I don't know completely how this stuff works yet, and I don't want to ruin my channel's chances of getting off the ground before it's even started. But yeah, up until about 2019, I lived in pretty nice apartments, and life was good. About 2019, I moved into a new apartment, into a new building, and I plan on talking about the living situation in a future video. I don't want to go in too much detail about that quite yet, but living situation was quite rough. I mean, I basically lived in an abandoned building. It wasn't abandoned, like I said. I'll go in more detail in a future video, but yeah, whenever I was younger, I had quite a few friends that I hung out with on a daily basis, and I socialized a lot. And it all started going downhill after I moved into the new building. I guess I felt a lot of shame, and over time I started to isolate myself more and more, even before it was a mandatory thing that everybody had to do. Yeah, I just slowly started to spend more and more time inside by myself, doing unhealthy things, building unhealthy habits, playing video games way too much, lusting, and I might go into more detail about those things in future videos also. I just don't want to give too many details away in one video. I'm preferring making these shorter videos, and I'm kind of just winging it right now, guys. I'm trying to figure out stuff to talk about for each video, because this is just a dream that I'm trying to pursue. It's I didn't plan on making these type of videos, but this is, you know, with the resources and circumstances that I'm in right now, this is pretty much kind of my only option, that I feel anyway. I feel like this is my only option, and I do enjoy making these kind of videos, though. It's the highlight of my day, getting to come out and talk about stuff to you guys. But yeah, it started getting worse and worse until eventually, like, I was spending way too much time inside all the time. My hygiene got bad. I mean, you guys can probably see the plaque on my teeth and stuff. I've been trying to take care of myself more recently, because yeah, I mean, this went on for a long time. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have a script or anything. I do have some talking points, so I remember what the main talking points are, but I don't have a script, so there's quite a few filler words, and I'm trying to think and make sure I get everything out. But yeah, everything got worse and worse. And so anytime that I would try to get out after it had been so bad, anytime I'd try to get out, like, it was so hard. Because pretty much all my life, as far as I can remember, I've had social anxiety, which again is another thing I plan on. It's a future topic for a future video, but I have social anxiety, and the social isolation just made it so much worse. And so anytime I would try to get out and talk to people and socialize, it was just, I would get filled with this overwhelming sense of dread. Anybody who's experienced it probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's rough. Um, and yeah, I mean, life has broken me down multiple times, and I have multiple times tried to pick myself back up. That's kind of what's been happening recently over the last month and leading up to making this YouTube channel. I'm trying to pick myself back up again, trying to build myself back up. But yeah, the social isolation has just made socializing so difficult. Um, I mean, just recently, last month, as I was trying to get out more, I ran into some old friends and was hanging out with them and stuff. And at first I was all right, I guess because life got really distressing for me. And so it was just so, I was so in my head that going outside and talking to people wasn't as hard. And as I started to do that more, each day kind of felt worse. The first day, I felt pretty confident, but as each day went on, I felt less and less confident, and I thought it was going to get easier and easier, but it just got harder and harder. And I would just catch myself, like, not only while hanging out with them, but when I would get home, um, I would just be sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, I'm so weird now. Like, I feel like I wasn't like that before. People wanted to hang out with me and stuff. Like, I was relatively normal. But I just feel so, like, timid now. I feel so awkward and weird now. Like, I overthink stuff. Like, your typical stuff, I'm thinking, oh, am I walking weird? Am I talking weird? Am I standing weird? Um, when should I chime in? All this kind of stuff, just overthinking. And eventually it led me to, I hung out with them for probably 4 or 5 days. And before that, I probably hadn't hung out with anybody in like a year or two. It's like these spurts where I'll do good for a little bit and then something happens and then I just get in a funk and it just drags on too long, and then I snap myself back out of it, realizing that if I don't snap myself out of it, time's just gonna keep on going by. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much have no friends. Like I said, I have old friends, and I mean, even when I see a lot of those people, they don't say nothing to me. But I also don't say anything to them. Like, it's not really anybody's fault. If anything, it's my fault for staying in my house too long. And over the years, the few times people have reached out and tried to hang out with me, I just wasn't in the right mental headspace to do it. And you can only reach out so many times before you stop sticking your hand out. So I don't blame anyone, except myself, really. And social isolation has been both a blessing and a curse. Well, maybe not so much the social isolation, but not having any friends in particular has been, I guess, a blessing and a curse. It's kind of lonely, right? You have those lonely days and stuff, but it gives me a lot of time to try to figure myself out, figure out what I want for my future, figure out who I am as a person, who I want to be. And yeah, I mean, even after hanging out with some of the old friends I hung out with last month that I was talking about, it had gotten to a point where the last day that I hung out with them, the day after that, I ran into them somewhere. I went to go to the gas station to get food, and I ran into a group of them, and nobody said anything to me. And I was kind of feeling down about myself, to be honest with you guys, later on that day. But I went for a walk, cleared my head and stuff, kind of snapped myself out of it, and realized that it was kind of a blessing, really, because sometimes for people like me, my friend group like I didn't hang out with the best crowd, right? And if I was still hanging out with those people, I probably would still be doing dumb stuff. I would be spending my free time not doing anything that's going to better my future or better myself as a person. So I ended up feeling pretty thankful for how everything played out. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I do feel blessed in so many ways. Um, and yeah, guys, it's just giving me time to, like, I wouldn't be doing this if that wouldn't have happened, and if I would have continued to hang out with those guys, I wouldn't be doing this right now, making these videos and trying to pursue this YouTube dream. So in ways, I'm thankful that it happened the way it did. But that's also, having no friends is why I'm excited to build a YouTube community, and why I'm excited to receive comments and reply to comments. Because I feel like that social interaction is very important, and I do try to socialize with people in real life. I mean, I go to the store and stuff and interact with people, and when I walk by people in the street, I'm friendly and stuff. And I know interacting with people online isn't the same as in person, but it's still social interaction, and I don't know. I'm just excited to get a community started of maybe like-minded people, and even not like-minded people. Anybody's welcome to join the community. And yeah, I think that might be it. I think I might have got all the talking points out. I don't want to ramble too much. I've probably rambled quite a bit already in this video. I don't want to burn a whole lot of time. I want to try to provide something in each one of these videos, even if it's just a little bit of inspiration, you know, being relatable to somebody out there struggling, potentially entertainment. I want to try to provide something in each of these videos. Gratitude to the people helping me grow the channel and joining the community. But yeah, guys, hopefully I didn't forget anything. This is quite a longer video compared to all of my other videos. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I hope everybody has a great day today. It's kind of cloudy where I live at. I think it's supposed to rain later. It rained yesterday. Yeah, I think we're supposed to have a few bad days here, but I mean, the sun is kind of out, breaking through the clouds. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it.